Hey everybody, Boris Schlossberg. Welcome to our final chapter of our guide through MT4. And this is a very particularly special chapter because this chapter covers proprietary tools that are completely free that Pepperstone makes available to every one of its traders. It's called their Smart Trader Tool Suite, available for MT4. These are basically free add-ons, and there's a whole variety of them you can read about just by Googling Pepperstone Smart Trader Tools. Now you can download these as a Pepperstone customer. You simply go to support, just ask them for the link. They'll give you the link. And once they give you the link, they'll let you have a zip file, which you then simply open up and it becomes an executable. Single click on that executable and it will automatically input all of these tools inside your MT4. It will ask for your permission. It will say, will you allow it to control DLLs? Say yes to everything and let them install all these tools automatically. I've already done this for you to save you time, and I'll show you a few of them that I find very, very interesting and very useful. So let's start with sort of the simplest one. This is something very simple, but I kind of find it quite useful. It's called Session Map. For those of you especially who are new, this is something that you could use all the time. You simply drag this onto any chart, say OK, and what we'll do is it will tell you what is the active session of the day. Right now, I'm recording this at the end of the week, actually, in New York. It's really nighttime for you guys, very, very late. But you can see that 3:48 p.m. New York time right now, that's the New York session. It lights up, and that shows you the session that is active. And then whatever time it is, it will light up whatever section is active, and it'll show you the interchange between the sessions and stuff like that. So for those of you who are new and want to understand, of course, where this is really where all the liquidity, where all the trading happens between London and New York, but it just gives you a nice orientation of how things work. Another very, very useful little tool they give you is something called, let me just click all the way to the top, called the Alarm Manager. And again, you simply just drag it onto the chart, say OK, and now it will pop up a little kind of an applet. And the cool thing about this, and I'm not going to configure all of it, but I just want to go through it and show you all of the availability that you have here. This is a great little tool, and I highly advise everybody who begins trading, configure this before you start trading, because it can warn you if you're over trading. It can warn you if your account is in danger of losing too much money. So for example, professional traders always have this rule that you are not ever allowed to lose more than 5% in a given day. So one thing you could, for example, do here, you can go into your open profit and set it to, if it's less than, basically if it's 5%, if it goes through the threshold of being negative 5%, you can set that up and add an action. Let's say you want to play a sound and let yourself be notified that you're dropping more than 5%. You can add that and save it, and you're done. And that action is going to be inside the account, and then should your account go down by 5%, you'll be notified. You can do price alarms, you can do trade activity alarms, you can do all sorts of things without it. One interesting trade activity alarm that I really like is position without a stop loss. Sometimes we enter a position, we forget about it, we forget to put a stop loss on it, and you can click this, and it will say, wait 10 seconds, and if there is no, if the position hasn't put a stop loss on there, add an action. You could put yourself a very, very annoying sound, or send an SMS, or send yourself an email. You can do all sorts of things. One interesting thing is, of course, you can send an SMS. I always like to do that because I'm always very, very aware of my texts, and if something is sent to me by text, I tend to really remember it. So if you're a visual person like me, that's a good thing to do in terms of sending yourself an action. Regardless, you can do a million different things here with Alarm Manager. It's incredibly personalized, very, very fluid, very, very useful little function. Now, the next thing I really want to show you that is very cool is this little thing called Mini Terminal. And this is basically if you want to kind of have a very quick just a bite-sized dealing platform set up for you. Not only that, but this allows you to set up a dealing platform with templates. So as I drop this, it drops directly onto the chart that I have going, which is dollar-yen, right? Now let's say I want to set up a template for this particular trade. And let's say this is my trading template. I always want to trade 0.1 lots with a 20-point stop and a 20-point target, right? This is kind of my common trade. Let's say it's my common scalp trade that I always want to do. I'm going to go inside here, and I'm going to create a template first. So this is a buy scalp, right? So I'm actually going to name it buy scalp as my template. We're going to say, we're going to fix lot size to 0.1. We're going to put our stop loss in pips at 20. We're going to put our take profit in pips. And of course, you can do it in anything, in percentage terms, whatever you want. This is incredibly flexible, in 20. We'll leave trailing stop alone. And we're going to save this as a template. And we're going to call it buy scalp. Okay? I'm going to save it, right? And now it's saved. And now let's just do the same thing with a sell. We're going to make it into a sell. This is a market sell. So it's just going to automatically sell 0.1 lots, 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip target. And we're going to save this template as sell scalp. So we're going to create these two little simple templates. Save. Say OK. Right? Now what's very cool is we're going to close this up. And you're going to be able to see that we can recall these templates at a single click. All we got to do is just simply hit the control key and click onto this little yellow button. And we can either buy scalp or sell scalp. So this is dollar yen. Let's say we're going to sell scalp because we're negative dollar yen today. And now you can see I sold dollar yen instantaneously, 12.54. Stop loss is 20, take profit is 20, and it's right there. And I'm all done. Now what's cool is I can move this. Let's say I'm going to close this out here. Now this trade is operating independently. But let's say I'm going to open up and I want to open up a new chart, and let's put up a euro dollar chart, right? Now I'm going to create a mini terminal for the euro dollar, right? Just drop it on here, say okay, and this will now deal with euro dollar. You see how once it drops on the chart, it instantaneously knows which currency it wants to trade. And let's say in this case I'm bullish euros. I want to be a buyer of euros. I hit the control key and I hit the clover key, and I have a choice of either buying or selling euro, but I'm bullish euro, so I'm just going to buy scalp euro. All those same settings that I showed you before are there. They're remembered. And I can use the same thing on the euro as I did on the dollar yen, and I've bought them both. And now I can just get rid of them if I want to get rid of them before the weekend is over, and we're all set. And this allows you to basically really set everything up nicely with a template, or if you want to set it up with your own settings individually for this particular trade that you're trading. So, see, I told you should have bought the euro. Euro's going up into the weekend. Anyways, the point being is that this is a very useful, really cool little template that allows you to do a million different little things. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is something very cool and quite unique. And I actually love the fact that Pepperstone has been able to create this. Let me show you what this is called. It's called the Stealth Trader. Right over here. And what it does, or stealth orders, what it does is it actually doesn't put the orders. Again, I'm just going to say OK on this thing, and it allows you to configure the whole thing. Let me just get this for you in here into full view. What it allows to do here is allows you to, and you see I was smart. I already created a stealth buy to buy euro at 14.62.8 a little bit a while back. And you're now trading 14.69. What's cool about this is this particular order that I just created, and I'm going to show you how to create it. It's very easy. Is not sitting on the books. No dealer is actually seeing this order. It's not outstanding. This allows you to basically hide away an order that you may not want to disclose to everybody else. And this creates a true degree of privacy for you that is really unique and very valuable for those of you that want to essentially have the ability to maybe not commit to the order on an exposed platform basis. You also, by the way, what's cool about it is because you have it in a stealth mode, you can cancel it before it becomes a real order anytime you want. But anyways, let me just show you how to create a new stealth entry, right? So I'm going to just click New Stealth Entry. You can choose whatever currency you want. Let's just for argument's sake, I'm going to choose Aussie dollar. And I'm going to buy Aussie. Aussie had a big breakout today, so let's say I'm going to be a buy, and I'm going to buy like maybe just 2 pips from the current price, and my stop loss will be pips from price. I'm gonna be a big believer in this, so I'm going to stay in this trade for a long time. I'm going to put a 100-point stop loss. I'm going to put a 50 pips from fill price and a 100-point take profit from this. And I'm going to be a big buyer of this. I'm going to buy half a lot of this. On the Aussie dollar. I'm going to say save, and now this order is operating. What's very cool is you can see how how it's just dynamically trading around. and I can actually modify it if I wanted to. But more importantly, if it comes into my price at 78.24, it'll be instantaneously executed. It will go into the market. I'm going to be able to buy it. It will automatically wrap around a 100 pip stop and a 100 pip target, and I'll be all set to go. And this whole thing will keep a log of everything that I've done, so you can download it, see it, and basically analyze it any which way you want. Stealth orders, or stealth traders, I call it. Very, very cool little ability to give you the ability to trade stealthily. Now, as I've said, there are all sorts of very interesting, very valuable tools that Pepperstone provides for free for you, and you feel free to essentially fool around with them. It's as easy as literally just taking each one of these tools and dragging them onto the chart and seeing how they operate and what they do. In addition to these tools, by the way, let's just scroll up here. The expert advisors, there's a whole slew of proprietary Pepperstone indicators that they provide for you as well. All of this is installed right away, as I told you, instantaneously into the thing, and they're all under Pepperstone. And you can see the various amounts of indicators that you can do. Again, same kind of a thing. You can just simply drag them onto the chart and be able to use them in any way you want. Order history, very useful indicator. This will tell you all of your past order history and map it onto your chart and tell you where you did all your trades and how the trades went. So there's a variety of truly useful, completely free, really nice tools that Pepperstone provides you with, and it couldn't be the perfect ending to a very, very nice ride with MT4 and Pepperstone. Not only do they let you trade this on the best possible spreads with the fastest execution, but also provide you with this whole wonderful array of tools that are completely free and great for you to use. I advise you to explore them, use them to your heart's content, and make your trading as good as it can possibly be. Boris Schlossberg, over and out.